Hello everyone, welcome to the road trip. This is United against Young Boys. Young Boys of Burner against United, and I know exactly what you're thinking straight away. Adam, that does not look like Switzerland outside your van window. And no, to answer your other question, you're automatically thinking, no, I am not driving from Manchester to Switzerland. Let me explain first of all. It came down to UEFA making a decision on away fans travelling abroad for Champions League, Europa League games and whatnot. We all seen it in the news, and they sort of left the decision a little bit too late. It then broke that Switzerland wasn't accepting the NHS passport, vaccine passport that is. A few complications. We did get offered tickets and there are United fans going, but it came to logistically and expense wise that it just got too much right on the last minute. And eventually we made the decision that, you know what, this one probably, to be safe, seems that there was no guarantee we were going to get in the stadium, having done their testing outside the stadium, that we thought we'll leave this one be and we will just road trip it from work to my house and bring you your content from Manchester, not Switzerland. But anyway guys, that is it. But we still got to talk about what's necessary. It's United's first game in the Champions League. Keeping the content frequent and consistent for you, let's do exactly what we would normally do on a road trip and break down what our expectations are for this game, because this is massive. And I think Ollie's treated it as massive. Looking at the squad that's gone to Switzerland, it is as strong as it can get, really, barring the injuries that we obviously all know about. So, looking at it, we had the conversation the other night on the Sunday show. We were talking about whether United should go strong, whether United should go change certain personnel up, freshen it up. We all said last season the biggest issue was rotating the squad, but rotating the squad is rotating the squad. That should be, possibly in my eyes, maybe 3 players, a couple of players, 4 players at max. If we wanted to change it up and freshen things up, we can't really be changing or making wholesale changes, in my opinion. This is the Champions League, and as much as we want to call Young Boys minnows, or whatever you want to call it, a lesser important or strong Champions League team, no one's expecting them to do much, even though they had a good win at weekend in their own league. I do feel like we have to take them seriously, and I kept talking on the Sunday show at weekend there, saying, look, remember what happened in Istanbul, remember what happened on that night, and how much it still tastes bitter in a lot of United fans' mouth, in their minds, however you want to describe it. And that's really where it all started to go downhill for Ollie last season, when you look at it, because a lot of fans haven't let that go. It was hard going out of the Champions League the way they did, because then Ollie, if you remember rightly, if you can remember that far back, it was the next game against PSG where the criticism started to mount big time on him, because it was the game when Fred was lucky to stay on the pitch. We were all thinking, Fred cannot stay on the pitch at half time. Ollie, bring him off, it's going to cost us. He kept him on, and he got sent off like we knew he would do. It was clear to everyone but Ollie. And from the Champions League, I think that's where most of the criticism of Ollie and a lot of the so-called Ollie outers, whatever you want to call them, Ollie haters, came from, because the Champions League is the tournament that United are expected to be in and competing in, as well as the Premier League. And when you go out of it in such a way and a manner where it did look like it was tactical negligence, it was managerial decisions, coaching decisions, that it could have been avoided, then it's, I think, where a lot of United fans started to turn last season. And I think right now, Ollie, and we all said it at the start of the season, this is where he needs to learn. Champions League, he did well at the start, and then he got it wrong. He got it wrong big time. So for Ollie, this is massive, absolutely huge. So I'm not surprised he's got a strong squad, and I will not be surprised if we don't see many changes, because I'm all for it. A couple of changes here and there. Do you know what I mean? I expect Ronaldo to play. Ronaldo's coming into Ollie and going, what are you on? You're not putting me in the team for the first game in the Champions League. Ronaldo's here to win things, but let's not forget Ronaldo's also here to keep his own record going. He's not going to a football club to miss Champions League games, so expect Ronaldo to be playing. Expect Bruno to be playing. I expect the back five to be exactly the same. De Gea, I think, will play. I don't think we're going to see Heaton, because we've seen that Dean Henderson hasn't travelled. So we're talking about that, thinking that Ollie might put Henderson in. Well, Henderson's not travelled, so De Gea's going to play. Maybe Dean Henderson is going to be our Carabao Cup goalkeeper. I still don't think that's right either, by the way. I think the goalkeeper should play every single game. That's just my opinion. People will differ on that, but for me, I think he's got to start building a rapport in the team. He's got to start building relationships on the pitch. Maguire and Varane need time. If you're going to stick with Wan-Bissaka, then he needs time next to Varane on that side. He needs to learn, and these games are good learning curves. It's a different style of football. The players have come out when speaking on camera in build-up to this game, the young boys players, and say they're not going to sit back, they're going to go at United. So it's going to be interesting. Artificial pitch, again, not good, but no excuse. Definitely no excuse. And that's why I think when you put everything together, United should really be going into this game strong. Now, in the past, you would have said, look, we've got a rest, we've got a big game against West Ham at weekend. Well, Tuesday, Sunday, I don't see it being a problem. And let's not forget, West Ham are in Europe on Thursday, so they've got to deal with the same thing. How are they going to approach the game? They're going to have to go full strength, because the fans won't accept, West Ham fans that is, won't accept being in Europe for the first time in God knows how many years, and then he doesn't take it seriously. So Moyes is under pressure for that. So this weekend and this week really is a chance for United to say, look, let's build this team up. It's a fresh team. There's quite a few new faces in there. Sancho, Ronaldo, Varane. Let's give these guys another chance to gel together. One more game, a competitive game. It's good. And obviously let them build from there. So that's why I don't expect to see many changes, if any. I expect Matic to come out. I don't think he can play 2 games in a week. That's an obvious change. The other obvious one I would have thought would have been the keeper. But now that does look like it is going to be David De Gea in goal. So that's not going to change. So the back five, including the keeper, I think looks pretty safe. I think we're looking there like they're now rock solid. And the longer they get to play together, the better. Especially for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And we all know, and everyone knows why. I think that's important for him, because I think he is the weak link in that defence at the moment. He needs time to work with whoever else is going to stick out on that right-hand side. Midfield, Matic coming out. Does that mean Fred comes back in? I think so. I think Fred will play in this game. No McTominay. Donny, does he come in? Does Pogba go out to the left? How's he going to play it? Ollie said that Donny will get his game time in his press conference this week. Hard to see, hard to envisage Donny playing a game at the moment. It really is. And then when McTominay comes back, it is really going to be difficult. But for this one, McTominay's not there. Matic hasn't played. Sorry, Matic has played 2 games, if he does play, which we can't see happening. So, honestly, I feel like if there was a game that Donny was going to come in, I'll have a chance it would be this one. But it does depend on whether Ollie puts Pogba out on the left again, or if he sticks Sancho out on the left. Please don't. But if he does, then I don't think Donny will play. If Pogba plays on the left, I think Donny could come in with Fred. There's a combination we haven't really seen. Is that the winning combination? Oh, we don't know. We're all waiting for that midfield combination to come in. And the fact that we're talking about a midfield combination and it's strictly being a double pivot is another pet peeve with me. It's like, why are we so rigid in our formation? I know players need to build up into a system, but have we not got a backup system where we could have one holding midfielder, maybe 2 up front? Do you know what I mean? Does it have to be so rigid? And that's another issue that we've got. There is no plan B. Is there still no plan B? We've got a good enough team to have one. Will we see it tonight? No. I'm pretty certain we won't see it tonight, because, like I said at the start, this is very, very important for Ollie, and it is massive that he does not come unstuck in this group, because it is a weak group compared to what you look at all the groups in the Champions League. This would be the one you would say is the whipping group, innit? This is the one that you would expect to get through if you were one of the bigger teams, and that's what we got. He got lucky with the draw. I don't think he's going to take any chances. I really don't. I do expect Ollie to have learnt from mistakes, and this is one mistake that he made last season. So on that, I feel like it is going to be strong tonight, and I do feel like United will win the game. I've gone with 3-0 for United. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what he goes with. We'll see what he picks. Gutted we can't go, but we're looking good for the other 2 European away games this season anyway. So we'll look at it there, move from that. Happy to be back in stadiums, and we're happy to start travelling around again soon. I've not been abroad yet since lockdown, so crazy. So it will be weird. It's a weird feeling, but not quite there yet. But still, it's important the boys go over there and do a job. And good luck to all United fans going over there as well tonight, or if you've already gone. Hopefully you have a safe journey back, and we will see you when you come back, and hopefully the boys come back with a nice win in the back. You will see me after the game, as always, with my matchday vlog. Just a little bit different this week alone, guys. So thanks for tuning in as always, and get your comments in below. How do you see this one going down? Do you agree with me? Do you completely disagree with me? That is all right, by the way. You can do that. Get your comments in below. Let me know what you think. Strong, weaker team. Are we good enough to beat Young Boys with our second string? Of course we are. But will Ollie take any risks? Especially after seeing what we've seen last season in the Champions League. I don't think he will. You may disagree, let me know below. Obviously, subscribe to United Stand. Stay tuned for all content coming up. There's loads coming through these next few weeks of madness now. So, guys, I will see you after the game. Hopefully it's with a United win. Come on, the Reds, Champions League. Let's start off with a bang. See you later.